Good morning, children. In this session, I will explain you floods and floodplains. Floodplains and floods. How floodplains are forming, you know very well. Especially rivers are originating from high areas. Okay, now from the mountain ranges, from the Ghats, rivers are originating. So already previous class I explained you. So it starts from a stream. This stream widen afterwards entering into the plain area. Then afterwards flowing by basing on the river. Finally it joins with the oceans. Then by the time these rivers, okay na, bringing sand and gravel. Okay, suppose in some areas, normally floods are occurring, especially the districts which are very near to the coastal area, the districts which are very near to the rivers area. Then those areas very dangerous, and they are facing for so occasional floods these areas receiving. Whenever these areas getting heavy rainfalls, or else higher areas receiving heavy rainfall, automatically rainwater increases, these areas may drown. Okay na? you know these floodplains creating the flood, very fertile banks. Nothing but a floodplains. Those are nothing but a floodplain. These floodplains are favorable for agriculture. Okay, now and then these floodplains are drowning with water. That's why trees are not growing highly in this area. There is no tree. There is no trees in this area. Okay, na treeless bed we observe in that particular area. Where in floodplains area. Okay, na if you go Krishna and Godavari, then we can observe many floodplain areas. Okay, then next one, floods. Floods are common. Just now I mentioned you where the sea coastal districts, so that is high alerted with floods. Oftenly they are high alerted with the floods. All of a sudden, the amount of water will increase. These water may enters the enters the villages and drowning the villages, isn't it or not? So floods causing damages, oftenly causing damages. Floods are common in coastal areas. Where? Coastal areas. I will give few examples here. I will mention few examples here. 1977, what happened between June to December, cyclones are common in Bay of Bengal area. Okay, na? In Bay of Bengal, cyclones are originating and hitting the coastal areas. Do you understand? Then 1977, not 1997, 1977, Divisima, which is in Krishna district, cyclone hit Divisima. Then nearly 9,941 people died due to Divisima cyclone. Nearly 6 meters high, these tidal waves risen. Tidal waves risen nearly how many meters? 6 meters. Okay, hundreds of villages drowned. Hundreds of villages drowned due to this cyclone, Divisema cyclone. Okay, then people evacuated from there and they took shelter somewhere else. In Babatla, what happened? few people went to one particular shelter, arranged by the government. That building unfortunately collapsed. Nearly 100 people died, especially in that 1977 due to that cyclone period. So government take precautionary measures. People also take precautionary measures. in cyclones time and floods time. How to control the floods? This is the point we have to discuss. Suppose, especially banks of the river, if we grow trees, automatically these trees control the floods. That's why beside of river adjacent to river areas, that means banks of the river areas, government preferring to sow the trees. These trees surely will control the floods. Automatically what will happen if floods will occur? By that time these trees percolate the water and controls the floods. That's why vegetation, growing vegetation is very important. Government oftenly should check the bunds where they have to build the bunds. If any damage occurs, should immediately government should construct one bund there. So automatically whenever floods occurs, then these bunds and vegetation control the these floods. Then 1999, what happened? Hudhud Tufan hit Visakhapatnam. Thousands of people, hundreds of people died due to Hudhud Tufan. So destruction is very high. Even though people, deaths of people very less, but destruction created by this Hudhud cyclone is very high. Hudhud. 1977 Divisema cyclone, 1999 Hudhud cyclone hit coastal areas, damaged a lot. So that ourselves and the government side should take precautionary measures to control such kind of floods and cyclones. Now and then we have to follow the government rules and regulations while announcing in cyclone period. We should thoroughly follow. Then we should give the preference to vegetation. We should plant the trees near to the sea. These trees control the tidal waves. Just now I mentioned nearly 6 meters tidal waves hit these areas. So floods are always dangerous. How to control? Controlling mechanism is very important. All of a sudden water will come into the houses. These houses drowned along with these along with the waters, the remaining objects also drowned. Isn't it or not? Whenever water enters into the houses, by that time the utensils, then rice, everything soaked on the water. Lot of damage creates by that time. Who will affected? Poor people will be affected. Rich people, they will go various places and they will take the shelter. For these people point of view, it is not possible. So that where they are going, government created shelters, they are going and taking the shelter. So this is about rains and rivers. Especially now we discussed about floodplains and floods. How to control the floods? That means flood control mechanism also we discussed. These are occurring near the sea coast or adjacent to river areas, lowlands. These places are affecting more when compared to other places. The people, especially poor people, affecting more through these floods. Immediately, so lot of damages occur in the roads point of view. Especially buildings will collapse. Then crops will soak on water. Then things, poor people things also drown in the water. Such a bad effects took place. How to prepare for these kind of floods? How to face these kind of floods? So we have to follow one kind of mechanism to encounter, to face these kind of floods or cyclones. Now who are more affecting through these floods and cyclones, they have to follow one mechanism. Now and then they hear the government announcement. Before that, nowadays through the satellites, government getting the information. So before they are giving the information about cyclones, so then here the cyclonic alarms, cyclonic warnings. If pre-intimation you got it, don't go anywhere else. Then if you don't have pakka houses, then it is better to move pakka houses. Government also, it is the government responsibility to provide pakka houses to poor people. It is the government responsibility to build strong roads for rural areas, especially sea coast areas where poor people are living. They have to do government point of view. They have to follow such kind of so poor people beneficiary things. These are the primary things for poor people who are living beside of the sea coast. Okay, now and then they have to take the weather reports. That means government should give the weather reports to poor people. Then they will realize when these cyclones will occur. Then if any pre-alarm you got it, pre-intimation information you got it regarding cyclone, don't go outside. Just now I told you. Then in Pakka building you stay. Then you also ready with emergency kit. Emergency kit contains some papers. Then food, some so water resistance bags, everything that emergency kit should contain. You store properly food and your belongings in safest place. By that time you will be safe, your food will be safe. Then drinking water, so you store drinking water properly before before facing the cyclone. That will be very benefit to you afterwards. Then it is better to stay highland rather than low land area. So even though cyclone affected that particular lowland area, you may be safe. Then such a precautions you have to take to face the such kind of cyclones or floods. So we have take proper precautions from the government. Yourself you should take proper precautions in terms of to face cyclones and floods.